to tune into your thoughts and give you what it thinks you want. And it can only work that out by what you say. When you say, this 405 is killing me, I'm dying under paperwork, my boss makes me want to kill myself. Your mind goes, you better not go back to that place called work. I think I should give you an ulcer or agoraphobia, because you keep saying that the commute is killing you, the job is killing you. And we say things like killing it, dying here. You know, one of my clients was telling me that her boss just died. He used to sign off all his emails, busy, 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 I wish I was dead. A joke, and then he got cancer and died in really fast, but his signature was, I wish I was dead. And people say, oh, somebody asked me, I want to die. Oh, my boss promoted me, I want to die. I'm going to kill it. And and we don't understand that the brain has no sense of humor and only picks up words and thinks they're real.
Yeah, it's a lot of what we were talking about with Dr. Joe Dispenza. You know, he covers a lot of this stuff.
Of course.
Wow. Okay. So you started helping people from one phase, which was in losing weight. And you said, let me understand people, it's much more than just losing weight.
Yeah.
And you've been doing this for 30 plus years, since you were 11.
Yeah.
Why were you so fascinated by human behavior in the first place?
Well, I was told I could never have children. When I was 17, I stopped having periods completely, and all the doctors said, well, you know, you have infertility, unexplained, which I thought, that's a good title, isn't it? Unexplained. Because explained is your fallopian tubes are blocked, or you don't have enough estrogen, but unexplained means everything's working. We have no idea what's going on. And so I decided to just work on myself, and I simply wouldn't accept that. And I did get pregnant, but then they said, well, everything's going to be wrong with this baby, and it's going to have the same issues that you've got. You've got all these different hormonal thyroid issues, and they really freaked me out. And then when she was born, she was perfect, and they said, well, she's going to be very underweight. She was 7.5 pounds. And I realized then that I was going to stop all the medication and just come out of that. And then I started working with infertile women. It's so rewarding. You'd come in and go, I can't get pregnant. And they'd always go back to say, what's going on in this scene? I'm 50 and I think my dad will kill me. Oh my God, my mum will kill herself. And when you repeat something in mind enough, it just can't unravel that. When women say, I've got the curse every month, and oh, I hate this, and I wish I never had them, and then the periods go away, they never kind of look at what's going on there. And so I found infertility really easy to fix. And then I had people with secondary infertility, which means you had a baby, you got pregnant like a high school girl on a date immediately, but you've been trying for 7 years to get pregnant again.
Why does that not happen?
Because you go home and say to your husband, imagine if we had a second one, oh, that would kill me. Oh, I'd leave you if we had two keeping us up all night, and that would bankrupt us. And can you imagine what a night we would like to have another one? The mind goes, don't have another one. And of course you don't mean it. You don't mean it. We could quite cheerfully throw this kid out the window. In the middle of the night, I could just give them away. I remember saying to someone, your baby is lovely. She said, come back at 2 a.m. You can have him. It's a joke. Like we say to our kids, you're so lovely, I could eat you. And they think, really? So we say all this crazy stuff, which we know is crazy, but the mind says, this is literal. This is real, you mean it. When you say, I'm dying under my paperwork, the mind goes, no more paperwork for you. When we say, I'll die if my next relationship ends. If I got hurt like this again, it would kill me. The mind goes, you know what, if it would kill you, why don't I just turn you into a complete bitch? You never have another relationship again, and then it can't kill you.
Right. And then you'll never have love as well.
No. Yeah. Or men who go, you know, well, women are ball breakers. They just want your money. I'm done with women. I couldn't go through that again. It would kill me if I had to lose half my property again.
Right.
The mind goes, that's my job. You see, we think our mind's job is to make us happy. It really isn't. It's to make us survive against what were once really pretty bad odds. And how we survive is every time we say something that would kill me, I'd die if that happened, the mind goes on red alert to stop it happening. In the same way, if you ate some mushrooms and were violently sick, you'll find the minute you think, oh, no mushrooms again, or shellfish, and the next time you see shellfish, you go, oh, no, I couldn't eat that. Because your mind will always remember what hurts you, because its job is to keep you alive by making sure you don't get hurt. But it doesn't know what hurts you until you say, that last boyfriend broke my heart, shredded it to pieces and jumped on it. No, he just got bored with you. And you probably got bored with him.
Or it wasn't the right fit, or a number of things. Yeah.
And everything he loved in you was still in you. He was just your starter boyfriend. Maybe he was your starter husband, but he didn't kill you. But we tell ourselves all this crazy stuff and then wonder why we feel so crazy, when all we have to do is tell ourselves better stuff. My mum will kill me if I get my shoes dirty. My dad will kill me if I don't get all A's. My dad will go crazy if I come home with a bad report card, which is not true. But if you believe that, then you create a world of stress. All because of what you say to yourself and tell yourself. Yeah. But that's actually very good news, because since you say it, you can say something better.
Say something else. You're in control.
Yeah, always.
What's the thing that you see the most that people struggle with? Is it a stress, an overwhelm, an anxiousness, a fear of something?
It's always a belief, I'm not enough. That's the biggest thing. In fact, I always say to all my clients, there's only 3 things wrong with everyone. Everyone has got 3 things wrong. The number 1 is I'm not enough. The second one is I'm different, so I can't connect. And the third is I really want something like freedom from depression or success, but it's not available. But I'm not enough is the biggest. I mean, I've worked with hundreds of thousands of addicts. I've never found one ever that ever believed they're enough. And if we look at the key addictions, shopping, binging on food, binging on alcohol, binging on drugs, sex especially, food, porn, all of those things come from a feeling of emptiness inside, because we're taught, oh, you feel a feeling? Why don't you eat some donuts, or go onto eBay and buy, or Amazon, or buy something, or have a drink. And our feelings are the most real thing we have, and we push them down. We find all this stuff to buy or eat or drink or take to keep us, like John Lennon said, comfortably numb. But then the feelings regroup and come back, because they've always got a job to do. And I always say to my clients, look, you've got to feel the feeling until it no longer requires to be felt. You can't eat it, or drink it, or shop it away, but we're all taught that we can and should. So I'm not enough is the biggest problem I see. I mean, if you look at Amy Winehouse, or George Michael, or Whitney Houston, or Philip Seymour Hoffman, immense talent, a gift, beauty.
Why did they feel like they were enough, though? What was, when the world says you are enough, I'm going to celebrate you, you're going to have everything you want, we're going to talk about you constantly, stroke your ego, pay you a ton of money, how come they still can't get over that they're not enough?
That's a great question. There's a couple of things. First of all, if you're Amy Winehouse and someone says write a song and you write back to black in 5 minutes, they give you $8 million, it's what I call the self-destructiveness of talent. I didn't earn that. It's a bit like a lottery winner. I didn't work for that, I got to get rid of it. You know, lottery winners who haven't had money will almost always go bankrupt very quickly. So if you didn't earn it, it has no value.
That guilt of not feeling like, well, I didn't work 10 years for this. Or,
Even with guys, you know, guys like to pursue women, so they've earned them. If you just give it up to them immediately, they like it, but they don't want to see you again because you've taken away their desire to earn it. If your dad is an heir and gives you a ton of money to open a business, you won't respect it because you didn't earn it. So the first thing is, this came to me so easily, therefore it has no value at all. And that's a big thing with rock stars and music stars who debase it. But the second thing is, with many people, like for instance George Michael and Whitney Houston, always had to pretend they were straight. They have to live a lie from the very beginning. Michael Jackson had to pretend he came from this lovely, God-fearing, wonderful Walton-type family, and we know that wasn't true. Amy had to pretend that she didn't mind at all that her dad left her mum when she was 4, and she minded very much indeed. So when you fake it and fake it and fake it and fool the world, you can't fool yourself, and then you're living a lie, and eventually it comes back. But when we keep everything in, it does so much damage. It's like with little kids, they get angry and we shout at them, they go, oh, my anger makes you angry, and I'm not allowed to be angry, I'm not allowed to say something hurt me. And all psychiatrists will tell you that, and if you want to be sorted out, here's something you must do: express your hurt as close to the event that hurt you happening as possible. You can't say to your dad, you know, 20 years I asked for a bike and you got me a skateboard. I didn't want that. They go, what? I worked nights to buy you that bike. You can't get any resolution after 10 years or 20 years. Yeah. But when you can say to your friend, look, I love you, you're my friend, but it really hurt me when you didn't even turn up to my wedding and I still had to pay for all of that and you didn't call and it hurt me. I still love you, but you hurt my feelings. Then it's gone. But when you keep it in, it doesn't. When you say to the friend, you make me feel so angry, well, you make me feel angry. I didn't come to your wedding because your guest list, that was extortionate, asking for all this stuff. I mean, I'm not Bank of America and I didn't want to buy that stuff. But you can't get resolution. Yeah. But when you say, I was hurt when, or I felt hurt by, and you can say it to a wall, you can say it to a force, you can say it to a mirror.
You can write it down.
It's not for the other person. It's good to say it because it's out then. And then it goes away. It's the most wonderful thing. It goes away. And then everything is so different.
Yeah.